Hello, everyone. My name is Mariana Gomez, and we are the group 11, which is formed by Nicole Juliet Romero, Juliet Alejandra Carrillo, Alexandra de los Reyes, and today we're talking about integrating multiculturalism in the English classroom. So, the multiculturalism is essential in English teaching because it promotes inclusion and resources about culture and people. And it also improves global communication. And the English language allows you to interact effectively with the world. However, in Colombia, there are several challenges that teachers face when it comes to this topic, to this multiculturalism. And that is why it's important that as a teachers, we can identify these situations that can affect the learning process, such as those we will see below. And this is the first situation.
Cultural assumptions. When does it occur? It occurs when people make generalizations about a person or group based on what is commonly believed about their culture or values. And how does it affect learning? It can lead to stereotypes that limit students' understanding of diversity. This may create biased perceptions, reduce empathy, and affect classrooms interaction. And students may feel misunderstood or pressured to behave according to stereotypes, which can negatively impact their participation and confidence. In this situation, there is an example about when this present. So, for example, Juan is a student from the Caribbean coast who studies at a school in Bogota. His classmates assume that because he's from the coast, he must be cheerful, talkative, and outgoing. However, Juan is actually shy and reserved.
The second situation is socioeconomic status. When does it occur? When external factors that intervene in the student's learning process are not considered and only focus on results. And how does it affect learning? First, lack of confidence because reduces participation. Second, students may feel frustration, shame, or anxiety, which affects concentration and overall learning. And last, increased inequality in learning opportunities.
I sound more naturally because I've lived in United States with my family.
Well, I've practiced a lot every day, but my accent is the same.
In the case of the third situation, that is called implicit based, when does it occur? When the teacher focuses more on the ability and some native and oral production takes a back seat because the accent is notorious. How does affect learning? When the students, who do not sound native, many feel insecurity and avoid participation and speaking actively. Focusing on accent over clearly can prevent students from developing effective communication. Create unfair learning environments because students many feel judged by pronunciation in tests of sport and progress, which lowers motivation.
Now we're going to talk about the strategies. These are some strategies that the teachers can apply to deal with this type of situations. And the first is the group work. The next is the fair assessment rubrics. The third strategy is the cultural discussions. And finally, use local culture in language. The teacher can also create activities focused on the recognition of cultural diversity, not only of the language that is learned, but of our own multiculturalism.
With this first activity, breaking stereotypes, the objective is helps to students identify and challenge cultural stereotypes. This activity is a representation of the situation present nowadays. Language learning environments are often marked by different stereotypes that affect not only those who suffer this, but also those who generate it. Hence, the importance of creating safe environments so that students can demonstrate their skills in learning English without fear or fear of being or feeling ashamed by any generalized or misunderstood generalized or belief. Next slide. This is a short activity. Students need to watch the video and answer the questions.
Accurate or not, stereotype.
Now is the second activity. This is the third. Please.
Sorry.
Don't worry. The activity two is called collaborative learning circles. The objective, the objective is promote inclusion and peer support among students with different proficiency levels. The skill developed is empathy and collaborative work. Also, it is complements with other quiz called What Do You Think? Where students select the correct answer. Thank you.
First, I will explain the activity number 3, called Pre-Assessment Workshop. In this activity, the students listen to two audio recordings, one with a native-like accent and another one with a native without native accent. Then they evaluate both using a rubric focused on on fluency, clarity, and content after that. After that, the students discuss the accent influencing their judgment and if the evaluation was fair. The purpose of this activity is to help the students to understand the communication is more important than sounding native.
As a reflection of this, we can say that technology offers a variety of digital tools, and we can use these tools to create resources that allow students to listen and be heard. They can also give their opinion on what is different from respect and tolerance, and to accept others and themselves. And this also improves their perception of themselves as a competent and capable beings, and create environments of union and support from the teacher to their students and to each other. So this is how inclusion is promoted from multiculturalism.
Finally, in conclusion, inclusion in education is very important because it helps the students feel respect, confident, and part of the learning process. The teacher should create safe and inclusive spaces and environments where every student feels valued. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.